There was a time that I discovered that even though I was a pastor, but I was not having enough. I wrote the story in my book, Money Won't Make You Rich. I was not having enough. Even if we were having $10,000 a month, it would still not be enough by the end of the month. Even when we were having $20,000 a month as a church, it would still not be enough. But one day, God helped me. I ran into a book because I was speaking in America and I was at the airport. And then I discovered that our flight had been, delayed and we had to stay in the airport for 4 hours. I was looking for what to read. I didn't have any book with me. I just had the Bible and I wanted to read something for a change. So I saw they were advertising everywhere in the airport the book from Donald Trump. And I was saying, about money, about becoming billionaire and something like that. I was saying, let me just read this book because I felt God spoke to me that the reason I'm always having financial problems, even though I was a successful pastor, we were already having about 10,000 people in the church that time, but we were always having problems. Because money was always not enough. And we were always taught, like other pastors, going to people to give, to sacrifice, give. Other pastors, we pastors, instead of working on ourselves to develop the skills, we are making people pay for it. I'm sorry, that's just the way it is. So I just decided to take that book. When I read that book, I got a revelation. I discovered that I am smarter than this guy. I'm sorry for Donald Trump, but this is what I understood for myself. I understood I was smarter than the guy who wrote this book. If it is Donald Trump's book, I don't know if he's the one who wrote it, if that's his stuff, but I knew that I was smarter than this man. If this one that wrote this one is a billionaire, at least I must become a millionaire. If I say I'm smarter than him, I must prove it. So I gave myself 2 years because I discovered that if it's just about conversion. If I will give myself 2 years to convert and work hard, convert 2 years into financial education, because I know that the reason why I am not a millionaire is because I have not given time. Listen, I decided to give 2 years of my life to make myself a millionaire. By the time I started, investing time, I'm a very intense kind of guy. I'm very focused and intense. So by the time I started studying and converting my time into studying and hard work, studying about money, laws of money and principles of money, I discovered that I can do this thing faster. It's so easy to become a millionaire. Instead of 2 years that I gave myself to become a millionaire, I did it in 9 months. This is from a situation when I was always in the red. In 9 months, I was able to become a millionaire. And I was wondering, so why what are businessmen doing then? Because they don't know the laws of conversion. There are people who have been in business for 10 years, 5 years, 20 years, all their life, and they have not been able to make $1 million US. What are they doing? Because they don't know the laws.